Cinemasaurus Rex presents Kaijumania.
Welcome back to Cinemasaurus Rex. I'm Rocket, and this week it's the end of an era. It's the end of a Heisei era. Godzilla versus Destoroyah. And what a way to end the series, eh? Now, we start off with Godzilla in Hong Kong, of all places. He comes out of the sea. He's all orange and red, all glowing like shit. He's all radioactive and shit. He's blasting his orange breath just everywhere. He's just trying to kill every fucking thing he can see. He's just blasting for the sake of everything. We then cut to these PE scientists talking about, oh, what's happening with Godzilla? Oh, look at him. He's all orange and stuff. Oh, he's getting all hot and heated. Oh, what's gonna happen? This little scientist kid is like, well, he's going to explode basically, and if he explodes, it destroys the entire world. We then get this little video of Godzilla glowing up and blowing up, the world engulfed in flames, the world destroyed. That's what had happened. So I think at this point. We then go to this little aquarium, there's this little man walking around with a torch, shining his light, checking everything's locked up and safe. Then we hear these strange noises from one of the fish tanks. He has a look, starts glowing. Then all these fish, they start turning into bones. It's like, oh, what the fuck's happening? He freaks out, calls some folk. He's like, hey up, we got some dodgy fish here. They're turning into skeletons. Don't know what's happening. So these folk come over having a look. They don't know what's going on. They analyse this video, zoom in, doing all this, sciencey shit. Find out there's this little red tick thing that's been caused due to some from micro oxygen, and it's basically it can now destroy oxygen or whatever. Basically, it's the oxygen destroyer kind of thing going on. So these little tick things, they start growing and getting bigger and bigger, and then we see them rampaging through the city. At this point, they're about 7 or 8 feet tall. These big bastards. Now they got long necks. They're like spiders, like spider giraffes or something. They're marching around and they start hovering towards this building. So the Japs, they get the special forces involved. They all start coming. And then this is where it kind of recreates the scene from Aliens. They've all got the smart guns, they've all got the flamethrowers, they've even got the radar. It's like doing all that kind of shit. And it's like a little montage through of aliens. They go around, not doing very well because these giraffe spiders are kicking the shit out of everyone pretty much, going a real good number on them. And then one gets pinned down, and then if it couldn't be like paying any more on Mr. Aliens, they've got this mouth that opens up, and a little other mouth comes, and it's like, hey up. Anyway, one of these little giraffe spiders escapes. He starts chasing down this woman who locks herself in a car. He starts tearing the doors off the car, flipping the car upside down, going at this woman. He's just about to kill her because he's got this. Well, we don't really know what it is. It's like this atomic purple oxygen destroying breath beam thing. So he does that on the car, splits the car in half. The woman jumps in the back seat, just avoids it. Then this man pulls her out of the car as the destroyer just about to kill her. Then we have colonial marines come in with the flamethrowers and burn that bitch down. We then cut away to radioactive Godzilla marching towards a nuclear reactor. He's going to get more energy because he needs more energy to stop him doing radioactive, science gubbins. So that happens. So this is where the Super X3 gets involved, and this time it's got Mr. Freeze's freeze guns, and it can freeze things to minus 200 degrees. So they're sending that after Godzilla, and it actually works. They actually freeze Godzilla stiff in his tracks. Apparently it'll only work for about 6 hours, but Godzilla completely frozen, topples into the sea, starts drifting off. We then cut to the army using the free guns on these little spider giraffes. So the spider giraffes are running all over the city. The army are there trying to freeze them all. It works, it's doing a good number on these little spider giraffes, and then they all run off, all toddle off, and then out of nowhere they form together and create this big, giant mammoth 40-foot destroyer. I don't know how big it is. We'll set 40 foot because we'll just set that. This big destroyer thing. It starts to destroy. Well, he is exactly living up to his name. And cut to another meeting where that saying again. It comes back. He goes, sometimes you just gotta choose between a wolf and a tiger. I don't know if this is like a popular phrase in Japan or what. I mean, I certainly have never heard it because it's just beyond me. Why would you make that choice? Why would you ever have to make that decision? I just don't understand, but Japan, they like that phrase. That's the second time I've heard it now in a Godzilla film. Don't know why. So they have to make the decision if they want a wolf or a tiger, because they said they need the wolves to fight the tiger, or whoever's, I don't know who's a wolf and who's a tiger in this scenario neither. But basically, they need Destoroyah to fight Godzilla, because they've learned that Godzilla won't blow up, he'll instead melt down and melt a big hole through the earth and the earth will collapse or whatever. So they need Destoroyah to kill Godzilla to stop him killing the earth. So it's like, let them fight kind of moment. So the only way to do this is baby Godzilla, who's now growing up. He's looking a lot better as well. He looks a lot like a smaller Godzilla. It's actually a really good Godzilla Jr. It's the best looking Godzilla Jr. we've seen ever. So I think if we lead him towards Destoroyah, then big Godzilla will come, they'll fight, kaboom, job done, good one. So they exactly do that. They lead Godzilla Jr. to Destoroyah, and we get our first fight, Godzilla Jr. versus Destoroyah. Destoroyah takes Godzilla down straight away, flies around, puts him down, starts blasting these buildings, buries him down. It looks like the job's done already, but Godzilla Jr. breaks free, atomic breaths at him. Destoroyah, not happy with this, starts like smacking him about, puts him through another building, then he jumps on top of him, pins him down, and he starts smacking him with his big claws. Godzilla Jr. then atomic breaths to both the claws, takes both of them out, and it's like, oh. And Destoroyah with its inner mouth punches a massive hole right through like Godzilla Jr.'s chest, and then starts injecting it with some shit. Godzilla Jr. starts foaming at the mouth. He's like, doesn't know what's going to happen, but he then breaks free of Destoroyah, keeps atomic breath, and just like unleashes hell all over Destoroyah, puts him through a building, buries him down, and Godzilla Jr. wins. So it's like you weren't expecting Destoroyah to beat Godzilla Jr. since he's supposed to be taking out big man, but he can't even take out his son. Godzilla Jr. wins, puts him down. I mean, you could argue that Godzilla Jr. could then go after his dad for the belt, because I mean he's beaten Destoroyah, he's the #1 contender, right? Well, not quite, because later that night there's a massive explosion in this building, and it's Destoroyah, but now he's ginormous, he's freaking massive, he's got these big wings, these big fucking satanic wings, he's looking a real evil gnarly bastard. So at this point Godzilla meets up with his son, they're having a little chat about, you know, what you've been doing, what you've been up to, you seen any good films lately, and, you know, they're just having a little chat. Destoroyah comes, smacks Godzilla out the way, and goes right after his son, because obviously he wants a rematch for the title, for, you know, his #1 contender. So it doesn't last long, this fight. So we have Godzilla Jr. versus Destoroyah. So Destoroyah's massive now. Destoroyah grabs Godzilla Jr. by the throat, flies off into the earth, flying around, and just kind of choke slams him right through a building, through quite a height. Blasts him a few times with his laser just for good measure, and Godzilla Jr. is pretty much dead. He's completely down and out. Destoroyah wins, hands down. Destoroyah, your new #1 contender for the heavyweight title. So now Destoroyah's your #1 contender. He goes to face Godzilla, the big man himself. So it's Godzilla versus Destoroyah, title on the line. And Godzilla, he's having issues, you know, he's got heart problems, he's about to melt, and he still puts up a good fight with Destoroyah. So they're going at each other, like really kind of beating the crap out of each other. Godzilla's atomic breath, obviously he doesn't even use his blue breath in this film, it's just all the red shit, because he's just coming to such a fucking radioactive mass, and he just starts fucking up Destoroyah. Destoroyah's fucking up Godzilla, and then Destoroyah grips Godzilla's throat with his tail, starts dragging him round, flings him off into somewhere. Then Destoroyah sits down, lets Godzilla gets back up so he could smack him around some more, gets his horns, starts slashing away at Godzilla. Godzilla, his radioactive levels are going higher and higher, he just starts to kind of implode a bit, just blasts a big hole in Destoroyah's chest and starts to goes straight through it. At this point, Destroyer retreats and goes off into loads of little mini destroyers to come back and attack Godzilla. Now, you think, technically, we should call a disqualification there because now it's Godzilla versus an army. However, it is the same one, so we're going to say that this is a no disqualifications match. We're going to let the fight continue. We're not going to disqualify Destroyer. So now it's Godzilla versus all these little destroyers, and they take Godzilla down momentarily, but Godzilla gets the better and starts destroying the destroyers basically, and gets rid of them all. Godzilla then goes to have a little tender moment with his son. You know, he leaks a bit of radioactivity-ness into his son. So you get a good few minutes away of Godzilla just talking to his son again. So you think, well, maybe we should count out the Destroyer. Maybe we should say, well, he lost on a count out. But I'm not going to count him out. We're going to say no disqualifications, no count out. We're going to let the fight continue. Even the Destroyer's been down and out for a little bit. We're going to let the fight continue. So, Destroyer reforms himself, comes back, goes right after Godzilla again, and he just kind of flings him about. And he starts unleashing hell upon Godzilla. Godzilla's atomic breath only gets stronger and stronger, starts tearing chunks out of Destroyer's face. And then Destroyer takes off. It looks like is he about to attack Godzilla? Is he about to flee or leave the arena? We never find out because the army with the freeze guns that's shooting the shit out of Destroyer. Destroyer falls down and blows up, and Destroyer's dead. So we don't know what's going to happen. Then Godzilla starts overloading, overheating. So they start shooting all the freeze reasons and stuff like that. Godzilla starts melting. His spines are all melting to death. All the skin starts falling off him, and you see bits of his skeleton start collapsing. And boom, Godzilla's dead. So Destroyer's dead, Godzilla's dead. So it's a draw. I mean, I don't know. I think Godzilla was going to win the fight before the army got involved. But we don't know. Maybe Destroyer wasn't going to flee. Maybe he was going to carry on his assault on Godzilla. We don't know. So the match is a draw, and there is no title change. So at the moment, Godzilla is still the heavyweight champion, but he will vacate his belt. So that's it. Do I recommend this film? I'm going to give it a thumbs up. It's definitely a big improvement over Godzilla vs Space Godzilla, and it's better than Godzilla vs Mechagodzilla 2. It's kind of a nice kind of film. It kind of wraps things up, and it's a good little send off for Godzilla, as we don't see any more from Toho for a while. So I mean, I'm happy with the film. Give it a thumbs up. Next Monday it's Halloween. We're gonna have to do something for that. I mean, arguably, I could do Godzilla '98. Ha ha ha! It is a horrible film, but whatever. We're not gonna do it. So next week it's gonna be some kind of horror special or something. I don't know what I'm gonna do for that, but maybe some kind of run through. So, no Kaijumania next week. Thursday we'll have 5 facts about Godzilla vs Destroyer, and I'll see you in 2 weeks' time for Kaijumania for Godzilla 1998. Or should I just say Zilla?